Boxing debates rarely get more heated than the one surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Two of the most accomplished fighters of the modern era, both men carried the sport for more than a decade, transcending boxing into mainstream culture. Recently, former multidivision champion and Hall of Famer James Toney weighed in on the discussion, offering his own perspective on which fighter truly had the better career. Toney, known for his candid opinions and no-nonsense breakdowns, has never been afraid to criticize even the biggest names in the sport. When asked to compare Mayweather and Pacquiao, he took a measured approach but made it clear where he stood. Breaking down Mayweather's legacy. For Toney, Floyd Mayweather's undefeated record of 50-0 is both impressive and complicated. Mayweather marketed himself as TBE, the best ever, building his reputation on defensive brilliance, ring IQ, and an ability to neutralize almost every opponent he faced. Floyd did his thing, Toney admitted. He was smart, he knew how to win, and nobody can take away that undefeated record. But let's be real, he picked his fights at the right time. He wasn't always fighting the best guys when they were at their best. That's the difference. Mayweather's career highlights include dominant wins over Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo, Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, and, of course, his unanimous decision victory over Pacquiao in 2015. His ability to generate massive pay-per-view numbers, particularly in his later years, made him the richest fighter in boxing history. Still, Toney believes Mayweather's careful matchmaking strategy diminishes the overall strength of his resume when compared to Pacquiao. Pacquiao's unique achievements. When the conversation shifts to Manny Pacquiao, Toney's tone becomes more animated. He points out that Pacquiao's career was built on taking risks, moving up weight classes, and fighting the most dangerous names available, even if it meant taking losses along the way. Pacquiao fought everybody. He didn't care about losing. He fought prime guys, bigger guys, dangerous guys. That's what makes his career special, Toney said. Pacquiao remains the only fighter in history to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions, a feat unlikely to ever be matched. From his days as a flyweight knocking out Chachai Sasakal to his destruction of bigger fighters like Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Miguel Cotto, and Antonio Margarito, Pacquiao's journey symbolizes fearlessness. Even later in his career, Pacquiao proved his greatness by defeating Keith Thurman in 2019 to win the WBA welterweight championship at age 40. The head-to-head factor. Of course, the direct clash between Mayweather and Pacquiao in May 2015 is often cited as the deciding factor in this debate. Mayweather won a clear unanimous decision, effectively silencing those who believed Pacquiao's aggression would overwhelm his style. But Toney doesn't believe that one fight tells the full story. Yeah, Floyd beat him. Nobody can deny that. But when you look at a career, it's not just about one night. It's about who you fought, how you fought, and what you did for the sport. Pacquiao's resume is deeper. He gave the fans wars. He gave them excitement. That's why I say his career was greater. The business versus the fighter. Toney also made a distinction between career success from a business standpoint and a boxing legacy standpoint. Floyd is the best businessman boxing ever saw. He made more money than anybody. He played the system, and he came out undefeated. But if you're talking about who gave the sport more, who fought the tougher fights, who inspired more people, it's Pacquiao. Hands down. For Toney, Mayweather's legacy lies in his perfection and financial dominance, while Pacquiao's lies in his daring spirit and willingness to fight anyone, anytime. Final verdict. In the end, James Toney gave the edge to Manny Pacquiao when it comes to who had the better career. While acknowledging Mayweather's brilliance and business acumen, he views Pacquiao as the fighter who took more risks, delivered more memorable fights, and left behind a legacy of fearlessness that fans will remember for generations. Mayweather's great, no doubt. But Pacquiao's career is one of a kind. Nobody else is winning titles in 8 weight classes. Nobody else is fighting killers back-to-back like he did. That's history. That's greatness. The debate between Mayweather and Pacquiao will likely rage on for decades, with fans and fighters divided depending on what they value most: an undefeated record and financial mastery, or a fearless warrior's journey through every weight class. But as James Toney makes clear, greatness isn't always defined by perfection. It can also be defined by the risks taken and the battles fought.